Texas guy and a Southern girl moved to Japan. He's Bill, and I'm Carolyn Hancock. We wrote letters home about daily life, our travels, and making new friends. It was a time too precious to forget because, really, haven't we all wished we knew more about our family history? I'll talk about the challenges and the fun in short bites. Join me on the journey. My plan today is to go to Sogo department store at Yokohama subway station. The subway itself is 3 levels below the street, and Bill has shown me how to read the station signs, how to buy a ticket in the right amount of yen, and how to figure out the time schedule. It's still not easy for the average bear. When I did get back home, I realized that there are only 4 words essential: the station of the origin, the destination station, subway, and Sogo. With only those 4 words, one can go several miles underground across the city, find the way through a maze that would stump a mouse, and surface into a magnificent store, then return home. So I was studying the wall map at Yokohama Station to see the right direction to take me to Sogo, when a short Japanese woman came hurrying up to me from the right. Although I didn't see her pass behind me, my impression was that she had gone past and then come back. In her speaks a little English, she asked if I needed help, and I told her I was trying to go to Sogo. She didn't seem to understand the word Sogo at first. I guess the English pronunciation of a Japanese word sounds different to them. But then she said, "Ah, come, I take you." There are too many people around for it to be a conspiracy to waylay a tourist, but totally unexpected for a Japanese to approach and offer extra help. From the map, I could tell it was quite a walk and the direction to take, but not which level the passage was on and whether it was above or underground. Also, it's always easier to find your way back when you do the navigating alone. But I appreciated her offer, and I tried to look for returning landmarks while she tried her English on me. With the noise of so many people around and the trains in the background, it was hard to hear. So when she asked, "Do you write Japanese?" I replied, "No, only a little hiragana." She seemed puzzled and did the Japanese nod, which meant I had misunderstood her question. So, silently repeating to myself, I remembered there is no L, and maybe the word, as she pronounced it to be right, was really like. That means I had really insulted her by saying I did not like Japanese. I think in trying to fix that, I only made her more confused. Well, Sogo opens at 10, and I was a little early, but so were 200 other people who were waiting for the door to open. I was studying a map with my Mac to the door when chiming started. After a few minutes, I was curious, and I turned back to the storefront. On the left wall was a huge clock laid out in squares, 5 up and 5 down. The squares were turning out, 3 or 4 at a time, and each one had a doll dressed in different foreign costumes. When all the squares had turned, except for the 4 squares showing the hands to 10 o'clock, the dolls started singing. It's a small world after all, just like at Disney, and it was magical. When the dolls finished singing the song, they turned back into the wall, 3 or 4 at a time. The clock chimed 10 and the store opened. It's one of the world's largest department stores, and one of the prettiest floors had a huge kimono department, 3 art galleries, and lots of Japanese handicrafts. There were platforms set up with artisans working on their crafts. Some were doing beautiful wood-carved chopsticks, knives, hand-painted fans, just beautiful work. We're still at the hotel, but today we went to our apartment for an instruction walkthrough. The apartment is brand new, really different, and the view is super. The floor plan is odd. Windows everywhere, white walls, light carpet. It's on the 4th floor in the Intelligence and Smiling building in Homoku Motomachi, Yokohama. We're moving in tomorrow with Debbie. We went to Chinatown for dinner. Chinatown is in the middle of Yokohama. It's full of color, food, cars, motor scooters, bikes, and people. More activity than you can imagine, and smells of food all in the air. Well, that was a day of excursion, lots of fun, and I can do it kind of attitude. Going on the subway alone, first time, kind of scary, but I think I have fallen in love with Yokohama. I treasure these memories of Japan and its culture and people. Thanks for listening. We'll keep these stories to about 10 minutes, so come back for the next one. Please follow me and let your friends know about Letters from Japan.